So you've ordered your Malcolm Reynolds suspenders, and you're ready to sew on your buttons. But how? AbbyShot is here to help. First, you'll need a few things. Your suspenders, your khaki pants, a soft measuring tape, some thread, a sewing needle, a pencil, some scissors, and of course, your buttons that you would have received with your suspender order. Meet Julia, our expert button sewer on her. She's going to teach you step by step how to sew on your shank buttons. Marking your button placement. Let's start with the front buttons. At the waistband, measure the width starting at the side seam and ending at the center of your front button. Determine the center and mark a dot with your pencil. The buttons will be sewn on 3 inches apart from each other. So, move the measuring tape where the 1.5 inch mark is in line with the dot you just marked. Take your pencil and place 2 more dots. First one at 0, or the start of your tape, and the second one at 3 inches. To ensure that the buttons will be in line with each other, measure up 1/2 inch from the bottom of the waistband to realign the marks. These 2 dots will be the final button placement. Side note, keep in mind that your waistband could be different than shown here. You can determine the height where you'd like to place them, whether you center them or place them closer to the top for those really wide waistbands. Marking your button placement, back. Find the center on the back of your pants. You may have a center belt loop to help guide you. If not, you can judge the pants by the center seam. Mark your button placement 1.5 inches on each side from the center of your pants. As we did for the front, measure up 1/2 inch from the bottom of your waistline. Threading your needle. To thread your needle, use 24 to 36 inches of matching thread. Insert the end of your thread through the eye of the needle. If you're struggling with this and you're finding the thread is not cooperating, licking the end of the thread helps keep all those loose ends together and helps it go through the eye much easier. Once you've successfully pushed it through that uncooperative tiny hole, pull your thread through the needle so the 2 ends of the thread meet. Wrap the 2 ends around your finger and roll off with your thumb to tie a knot. Snip any excess thread to keep your work neat and tidy. Sewing on your buttons. Pull your needle from the back side of your pant waistband all the way through to the right side, where you marked your first button placement. Pull your needle through the shank, loop part of your button, bringing button next to fabric. Be aware of what direction your button is facing to make sure it's not upside down. Make 5 stitches through the shank and the pants, making sure to leave a little bit of space between the pants and the button. Don't attach it too tight. Once you've completed sewing all the stitches, wrap the thread around the stitches you just made between the shank and the pants 4 or 5 times in order to properly secure it. Is your button still facing the same way? To finish, sew 1 more stitch, making sure your needle is on the back side of your pant. All you have left to do is tie off. You're almost done! In order to do this, make a stitch so that you leave some to loop your needle through, creating a knot. Repeat this 2 more times and clip any excess thread with your scissors. Only 5 more buttons to go! Conclusion. The placement of your buttons is really up to you. This is simply a guideline for what worked best for us. Now, here's the entire process sped up 5 times its normal speed.